Then it came to me, maybe I was starting too late in the day. So I got to thinking about it and I started trading uh, I started trading at that time, I started trading different price options. Okay. That's what I was doing, different price options. And then, I established rules and I do the rules and, my percentages came up a little bit. But the problem with SPX, in my opinion, is that it's really an all or nothing bet. And then I said, boy, I really hate to have an all or nothing bet, but that's what it is. And so then I've said, what can I do to worry about the risk side of it? Okay. And so I've come up with a couple of parameters I'll give you, and I will tell you that there's two. Just like in regular options, how I have a 72-hour rule. In these, I have a 2-hour rule. Two hours from entry. And the reason I do a 2-hour from entry rule, the way this thing works, if you're right, you're going to get paid in those 2 hours. If you're wrong, that option's going to start deteriorating pretty quick since it's the same day. Okay. And so the 2 hours, if we got in, and I come up with a couple of parameters, I'll be modifying these because now I guess I'm hooked on it. I got pretty good at it. And I said I'm hooked on it. And so there's a lot I've learned. But today I'm just going to give you an overview and then we'll take a break, come back for training trades. Does that sound good to everybody? A little overview, then we come back. So the first thing, there's risk involved in trading. Okay, risk involved in trading. Now, in my opinion, this is the hardest index of all the trade because, especially 0 day, because it will move and you got to pay attention. Okay, and if this is one of those that you put on. Now, today I use the active trader view from Thinkorswim with a $2 SPX option. So let's go find one, an active trader view with a $2 option, price-wise for same day. I don't really care about price. I'm more interested I don't care about anything other than price. That's what I was trying to say. Okay. So let's go find an active trader, $2. Start watching it. Okay. On active trader. Okay. Everybody got that? All right. So John, why don't you call it out and I'll put it into the active trader after you figure out which one you're going to go with. And just do the call side, John. I'll mess with the put.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. It's a 64.90 call, expiring today.
64.90, right?
Yeah.
Expiring today. I got it in my system. It's $2, $2.05. Everybody check, make sure you got the right one. $2, $2.05. Okay? That's it. Okay? All right, now let's go back to our slideshow. I'm going to give you the parameters for what I'm going to do. Okay? We have any more slides, Jonathan? Or do I need? Okay, yeah. Okay. Active trader view from Thinkorswim. Okay. Next slide, please. Now, somewhere between, Jonathan put Central Time on here. We're going to change that. The trigger zone is.
I wondered about that, but
yeah, the trigger zone is 9:45 Eastern Time to 10:15, 30-minute period. I will go earlier than the reference bar if I really think I've got a market that I'm safe to do that. Okay, but usually I want to wait after sunrise comes out and make sure and do it at 10 minutes after 10. Everybody understand that? Say you understand that. The trigger zone is a time zone. So if it doesn't set up, I just come back tomorrow. Okay, so now let's go to the roadmap software, Jonathan, now that we got those two parameters out of the way. Before we do that, let me talk about the stops. 2-hour time stop or 75 cents. That is the, if it goes down to 75, I just get out of the trade, call it a bad day, okay? 2 hours is the key for time. 2 hours from entry from that zone. So if I get in at 10:15 Eastern, the longest I want to hold this sucker is 12:15, okay? Eastern time. Okay, that's the strategy. And if, same, if I'm not making money, then I just get out and move on. The key is you're gonna have days that you make, and by the way, I'm using a 2 lot. You're gonna have days that you make $140 off the first one, and the second one might pay you a lot of money. Okay. I've seen these things go up to $15 or $16 if you get a real good run. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, say it went down to $1 after getting in, and I got out, I might lower my strike. Okay. At that time, that's a little advanced technique, but I might do that. Okay. All right. Now let's go back, Jonathan, to the roadmap software and read the tea leaves, so to speak. Okay.
I think we just have 2 more slides, Tom, if you want to cover those.
Let's go and finish those. Okay. Let's go to, my goal is to end up with my first target at 340. My second target is called trend trade. Anything above 340, take it, or you can get out anytime. But I milked that second trade up to, believe this or not, up to about 15. That was a heck of a day. Yeah, 9:45, 10:15. So let's go. Can we go to reference bar? We're ready to go to reference bar.
And as this slide says, Tom looks for a higher high above the prior day's high, and then for a positive reference bar.
Yeah, we got that today, right? We're higher than yesterday's high.
Yeah, we do. We just need a positive reference bar.
All right, so let's look at it. So everybody see that we're at 96 on the thing, and the options at 260, 250. Everybody see that? We've got a problem though. If you look at the NASDAQ right now, the NASDAQ doesn't look near as good, does it, Jonathan?
No, it does not.
Put the NASDAQ and they'll see what I'm talking about.
And Tom, just so that I'm clear and we can have the slides clear, is 10:15 your cutoff time or 11:15?
10:15, we're done if we don't get in.
Okay.
Yeah. 30-minute watch.
Okay, thanks. Here's the NASDAQ. Keeping everything down.
Does everybody see that about the NASDAQ? And Jonathan, I'm a little curious. It's 10 o'clock right now, right? Why do we have it? Why don't we have a 30-minute? Is the time off or something? Or am I misreading it?
I don't know.
Oh, the reference board.
No.
Never mind. It's 9:30:10. Okay, but I was looking at my watch. I got confused on the time. So we got a negative reference. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Jonathan?
It's because you made that trip into Central Time last week. That's why.
That's right. I got been screwed up here since I came in Mobile, right? Okay. So what I'm saying, folks, the NASDAQ is negative. That doesn't make this a high quality trade. So let's go back to the E-mini now. E-mini looks good. If E-mini would take out the O2, then I'd take the trade if it took out the O2. But even with the NASDAQ trailing, but the NASDAQ is clearly showing signs of weakness. Okay. And it's 10 after 10, which is sunrise time right now. And so all right, let's go watch the option trade. Everybody understands what we're looking for? Let's go watch the option trade. You can't put the E-mini up here with the active trader on the same screen, can you?
Yeah, I can do it.
If you can do that, then they can do what that. It's a lot easier to see what I'm talking about, I think.
Can you see it all right? Tom, can you see it all right?
The chart less territory where the button down there where it's got the price on the active trader. It just tie in the tighten up your chart and that button down below will get bigger.
You talking about down here?
Yeah, up there, yeah. If you'll grab the bottom of the chart right there, yeah, grab the bottom of the chart and move it up a little bit. There you go. That's what I want. Everybody say I like bigger numbers. All right, so this is what I'm looking at. Time-wise, it's 10 after 10. Got about 5 minutes for this thing to get some air and start moving. But do you see the setup I'm using? Does everybody see that? Now, there's a lot more to it than I took you to. The day was an overview, okay? The day was an overview. Okay. Tonight, I've got a plan that I decided to do, and I'll tell you about it tonight at 8. So try to be there at 8. But you can see by looking at it, go back to the option, if you will. Look at that option. It's already lost, 30, 40 cents? So the NASDAQ sort of controlling the play right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Just say, these are
Yeah,
kind of things. Day, we went to the option chain same day and found the $2 option. Now it's $1.50. Everybody see how much it fell right there? Everybody see that? Time-wise, we got about another 4 minutes for this thing to start recovering. Having parameters, I've been working on this thing for about a month, solid month since Fred left, and it is a hard market trade, but it can be traded now that I got the parameters. And that's what we'll talk about later on tonight at 8. But I want you to see, any questions about what we've done so far? So far, I gave you the general overview, and I said, okay. Gary wants to know what symbol.
That's the SPX.
SPX. All right, one of the things I'd like to do now, since it looks like we're running out of time to do the trade, is give you some administrative. We put out a message in the retirement center. Jonathan, what was the message on the stocks that it hit and time to add to?
That Elon stock and Palantir.
Elon and Palantir have gone full boat inside the retirement. Okay. So we committed some more dollars with those stocks. Okay. We'll keep you updated. Now, we said that we'll open it up. If you want to be in my free, absolutely free retirement center, send Roe at DTI Trader. Yeah, Roe at DTI Trader an email, and he will send you an invitation to get into the Telegram channel. How many people we got in there right now? Do you know, Jonathan, in the Telegram channel? We had 150 people that wanted to do it, and we only got, when I checked, we only had like 70. I don't know how many's in there right now.
It's now at 170 still, but there's about to be more. I posted the link to join in the chat this
We
morning.
got 170 in the chat room for Telegram channel.
Yes, right.
Good. It's jumped quite a bit since last time I looked at it. Try to get a Tasty Trade account because it's a lot more fun if we all got Tasty Trades because I'm going to educate you from there. I got a couple special things I'll be doing. That's one reason I want you over here in the Tasty Trade. We're using a hypothetical 27,000, right? And so far, Jonathan, can you do the math? How much we got committed?
Let's see. Most of it at this point.
Gary, you like what I'm doing here with this retirement center account?
We're shy of 4K. So what is that? 23K of your hypothetical 27 invested?
I got 23,000 invested now.
Yeah, I believe so. Based on what we did yesterday or the day prior and
Okay, just let me know
today.
an amount of money because I want to save $1,000 for options.
If you want to save $1,000 for options on that, we're gonna have to
Hey,
change.
hold it. You're counting the SPY because that's a money market fund too.
Yeah, you can pull from that whenever you
I'll
want.
pull
Yeah.
from that one. Never mind. That's why I did it that way. Thinking ahead, Jonathan. Always thinking ahead. You know me. Thinking ahead.
That's
All
right.
right. I'm looking at a market that's pausing here. I'm looking at AMD. Jonathan, update me on a couple of those last minute trades we had. We're trying to get out of at profits. Wasn't Palantir one, AMD? Any in the books that we're trying to get out of? You can brief me on.
Well, your Apple put spread trade from yesterday opened at target this morning, so that was a nice start to the day, and that's for sure.
Okay.
AMD had a real nice bounce in the stock, but our options are still a little bit underwater there.
Okay.
Palantir's a no-go. There's one more though. Let's see. What was that? Oh, little bounce in
Oracle.
TLT. Let us scratch the TLT trade. We can set up another one here before the end of the week.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna stay in the TNT mode. I told Jonathan, hey, is Neil here? Neil. See, when I told you don't worry about it, I got it. I got the stick, you know what I mean? That's a code word, being Neil. Don't worry about it. Okay, so Jonathan, as far as I know, the only thing we got out there that I got to worry about or not worry about out there is do I still have the Oracle trade still out there?
Yeah, but the Oracle spread, it is what it is. The Micron trade is what we might want to do something about. It's down
Yeah,
about 20 cents.
Micron pulled back to 125, didn't it?
Yeah, yesterday you bought a long call on Micron, so we're still just in a long call.
Well, hedge it.
Let's see what Micron's doing this morning.
It's down. Hedge it. You learn? Does everybody seeing the value about buying a long call and hedging it? What we did, we got out every one we did at profits. If you do it off those reference bars, you won't end up with losses in most cases, just because the timing's off a little bit. Everybody understand that? That's like found money if you use that technique I taught. To join a retirement account, you got to send an email to row@DTI Trader.
I posted the Telegram link a moment ago. If you give me a few minutes, Lou, I'll post it again. That's the Micron update. It's going out to TNT, I believe. TNT.
You know, Jonathan, before we go, we're almost done. We're out of the zone, and you look at the market, it just didn't set up. But let's go through TNT this morning, if you will, what I posted in TNT. I want to take everybody through. I want everybody to understand the value of this TNT. And it started at the top of the day.
August 13th. Here's your first posting. A snapshot of the market.
That's an overview, basically telling you, if you know those numbers, that we're at new highs and the market's bullish. That's the general message here. Notice Tesla's moving. Amazon's got a little bid. Look at AMD. It's got a bid. It's leading the pack. Berkshire snapped back a little bit, which is finally good. And Bitcoin is favoring the upside, okay? All right, that's the first thing I post. Now, here's the real value, the next page. Just look at it, or next thing I post. We call it the Magic 5. Okay. Can you blow that up, or?
When we get to the next session, when I actually have it on a slide.
Oh, I got you. Blow it up. But let me tell you what's there. AMD, buy it at 178.55. AMD right now is at 186. You think that's worth some money to you, knowing that time of day? It's not contingent upon when you wake up, because one of my students, one of my best students, said to me, he said, will you put trigger numbers in there? I said, I sure will. So the trigger number for AMD was 178.55. Palantir, the trigger number for Palantir was 188.55 on Palantir. Not quite there. Apple, I might have made a typo there. Can you read me what I wrote on Apple?
It says 230.55.
Yeah, 30.55. Apple. I couldn't read my own writing. Apple is 231. MU, I said it has to go above 128.55. And I said the TQQ, you need to go long at 95.75. So that was AMD's worth showing up for $10. Okay. All right. So let's what else did I post?
Pivot 64.75 was next.
All right, with the market trading above 64.75, that tells you ought to be long. Okay. What else did I post?
Let's see what this is. Trending news.
Yeah, I like trending news. And if you look there, it sort of tells you what's going on around the world. That's what I like about that. Okay. See what the market's focused on, so to speak. Okay.
You have your T-Buzz TV twice for good measure.
Yeah, I did that. I was working out and I forgot I did it, so I did it again.
Looks like you're in the exact same spot, though. Consistent.
Yep. All right. And what else?
Two-pass rule. This is a print at 7:10 Eastern time.
Yeah, that's a print of looking at things right there early in the morning. Okay. Now, here's the way I use this, just to teach you. Does everybody see the QQQ at 581.51, for example? Everybody see that? 581.51. I don't know if they can see it, Jonathan, that number on the QQQ. I take that number, okay, and that tells me the strength or weakness of whatever ticker I post there. Like the E-mini, if you're trading futures with me, does everybody see the 81, 54, 81? Everybody see that? I gave you a pivot number of 75 right there. If you woke up, it's 81. You'd probably got long, and you'd be up here as it went up to 54.02. That's the value. This is the sort of the key number checklist early in the morning for everything. Okay. NVIDIA 182.47. NVIDIA is at 181.87. Palantir is 186. These are examples of how to use this. Okay. All right. That's very valuable to me because I write these numbers down on the stocks I'm interested in. Okay. What's next? What else did I put?
Check posted as RB2 prints.
Yeah. Now what you can do, we post all the RBs in this style inside our in TNT, and you can go compare this with RB1 because that's the two main reference bars, right? And you can see right there by comparing those two what the trend is over Asia to Europe. This is very valuable, folks, to learn this. Okay, keep going.
You said 10 a.m. is going to tell you the story. The
Yep.
Nasdaq's having a say so in that this morning. And then this is posted again, the two pass rule posted again at 8:10, 1 hour after the initial two pass posting.
So you got a lot of information coming at you, some generated by the computer, some generated by me, some generated by Chuck. This is one of the most valuable things. I think you saw that in there. What Claire, she's relatively new with me. She can't imagine trading without TNT. It's the best complete profit center she's ever found. I like it. Anyway, you want to join, and whoever's right now, I got to tell you, whoever joins first today gets a special prize from me. It's T-Buzz, Jonathan, they joined through dtitrader.com/TNT, right? If they want to join.
Yeah, that is right. Yep.
All right. So what we're going to do, folks, we're going to come back at 11. Any questions about TNT? I wanted to put that out there for people. Cost you money not being in there. Yeah, Julie, I'd go out 15 days and either do $1 or a $3 option off these. Very simple. Notice how the NASDAQ said no way on the call today. And notice on the E-mini, it came down. Did everybody see that? Well, thanks there, Lou. Be part of us. Be part of the T-Buzz team. Jonathan, I don't have anything else right now. Let's come back at 11. You want to put a clock up there or something?
Yeah, I will do that. That's 34 minutes. Same room. We'll be in the same room.
No, Rob. For the SPX, same day. I'm talking, they were asking about other tickers in there. I go out about 15 days, pay either $1 or $3. Yeah, getting in cheap. I don't want to sell any more of those, SP. Way to go, Laura Burnside. I love reading that kind of message. All right, I'll be back in 32 minutes. Same room, right, Jonathan?
Same room. See you then.